smile every day like I'm Roy Lee. Yeah. And fuck what a hater gotta say to me. What? I don't talk about it cause they know I'm with it. Real talk. Think before you thug, better mind your business. Save from the block, I ain't never seen them. You small time, boy, you just a misdemeanor. Castro took Lil' mama home, gave her back shot. Real talk. Real ones don't skill me, we don't Millie rock.
What's good? What's good? Welcome to another episode of Can I Vent? Of course, this is episode, I don't even know, like 98, 99, 100. We're somewhere right in there.
Somewhere in that region.
So stay tuned for the 100th episode. But I am your girl, Be Your Truth. We are here. Of course, I got my co-host with me right now. Nobody else but M. Dubster.
Hello there. How you doing?
How you feeling?
I'm good. You know, just cooling.
You got on you switched the...
Just switched to this week.
Okay.
You know,
You got the brand with the music lovers brand.
Put the whole brand, yeah.
Okay.
So,
you showing the entity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How you feel? You good though?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
How are you? Straight?
I'm here.
You here?
I'm here. Sober. No, I'm here. But of course, we got some guests with us today, a little different. So typically we have a co-host, and a guest. Today we have two guests, two amazing men from our city. First, I'm going to introduce here to my immediate right, we have Latrell, one of the hardest MCs that I've came across. And y'all know I'm judgmental when it comes to rapping, okay? He's been featured on Mic Check, Gone in 60 Seconds, From the Block, South by Soul. He's on his shit. He got a hit song called Stoner that just dropped recently, the video, Hanging On by a Thread. At 45, he is killing the shit. He ain't been rapping that long and already really skating on y'all ass. What's up?
Doing it.
You doing it?
We doing it.
Welcome.
Welcome, man. Welcome.
You got anything on your chest? You good?
We doing it.
We're doing it. Of course. And then to the man to my right, needs no introduction, but needs an introduction because sometimes behind the scene boss niggas get overlooked.
Right.
Okay?
Man.
From Dallas, out the cliff.
TD Marshall, Clark Oliver, Bow Story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, don't get fucked up.
South Cliff.
A label CEO, a manager, concert promoter, investor, restaurants, father, just overall dope ass dude, my homeboy,
Man, thank
Shamar.
you.
What's good?
Hey, nice to meet
Welcome, man.
everybody,
Welcome.
man. I'm excited, man.
What you got on your chest? You good today?
Man, ooh, wee.
Oh, let me see. Hold on.
No, you been a busy
we got to
man.
vent first. We got to
Yeah,
do our
yeah,
vent. 'Cause
yeah.
you got to keep it real.
Me first, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You know, I'm just tired of people being people, man. Like when I say that, it's like, you know,
said fuck the vent.
the last week, you know, I gained a new gray hair because of people. So when I say that, you know, these artists, these people, man, it's just kind of like in this business, bro. Like, you know, behind the scenes, you go through a lot of stuff that. Man, I just want to just find the good people in this business, man, and I'm with it, though. I'm with the shits enough to understand the politics and the games that go with it. I'm here. I love this shit. I do it for free, but, yeah, Boosie, a lot of people, you know, they done put me through the ringer for this last week, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, this is the perfect conversation for
Right.
Can I. So it wasn't a coincidence that he was supposed to come one or two different times to the show. And for whatever reason, like it was like a hit or miss. And then what a perfect week to vent after a
right,
crazy ass state of emergency concert.
The perfect name for the perfect moment.
So before we get started, we're going to do a vent because I need y'all to promise to keep it real first. All right? Even though I know y'all will, grab your shot.
Yeah. You know, we
Get y'all sworn in.
beyond real.
Yeah. Take your oath, okay?
All right. So
All right,
y'all
what we doing?
y'all repeat after me.
All right.
Promise to keep it real.
Yes,
Promise
sir.
to keep it real.
Promise to tell you exactly how I
Promise
feel.
to tell you exactly how I
I
feel.
promise to tell it like it is
Promise to
100%.
tell it like it is.
100%.
1,000%.
So excuse me, can I vent?
So excuse me, can I vent?
Can I vent?
There you go.
All right.
I think I was just antsy to get to it.
So before we get into the stories and what we got to cover,
right.
anything specific you got on your chest to vent about? Because we always like to give you an opportunity to just talk about some shit that's super random, that's pissing you off. It has nothing to do with nothing. And we just go through that. And then after that, we're going to address the elephant in the room.
Oh, for myself, no, I don't have no vent, but I just want to give, especially you, Shamar, and you,
Appreciate you,
y'all
man.
did a hell of a job last week.
Thank you.
With that state of emergency
Thank you,
concert.
thank you.
That was my first time being a part
Oh,
of something like that,
yeah.
like as far as backstage and
It ain't
getting to
gonna
meet
be
certain
the
people,
last
so
time though.
I appreciate it. So just to get that opportunity is big, and then to see my sis over here really, you
Busted
did a lot.
feet.
Yeah,
Listen,
Busted feet.
I wanted to like get you a wheelchair so bad, just a scooter or something, but you was
I'm trying to be
everywhere.
cute. That was my
You
fault.
was everywhere, but nah, and y'all did an awesome job with everything.
I appreciate
So,
y'all.
I appreciate y'all for
as
sure.
well.
Thank you.
for
Thank
sure,
you.
for
I
sure.
appreciate you giving us some
Yeah.
flowers for sure. For me, I don't really have a event this week. I'm not in the bad space. Finally,
I'm good
I'm,
this week.
I'm good. I'm smiling. One I do have a. That's not an event, but I
Okay.
learned a lesson this week, and we're gonna get into the concert. But I learned a lot about emotional intelligence, and I have it bad. I react very quickly to things. As soon as I see it, I'm replying. As soon as you say it, I'm popping. As soon as you do, I'm going live too. Right? Like
try to match
that's like
energies,
because
so.
my character is big for me.
Man.
Right? So when someone pushes it, it's like, okay, I got you. I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you, right?
For sure.
But watching Shamar and Fat Boy at the State of Emergency concert in the midst of everything that was going on, it was more or less, I was watching to see how they responded, like waiting to see, like, okay, what are they gonna say? But then it was more of them not responding and like being composed
So
and
being
like
different side,
they're
yeah.
like, okay, so like what else are we doing? And I'm just like, oh my god, like you supposed to be mad, like
You
you
gotta
know,
stay
like
cool
say
under
something,
pressure.
you know. It's like, and that was my like emotional, my woman side that will instantly, even in business, still be emotional and want to say something. And but you have to keep the main thing. You know what I'm saying? And the goal was to get through the concert and to focus, and that was a distraction, obviously. So it was. I learned a lot this weekend from y'all, just watching just like I said, the temperament and the composure of like the more you get in this life and the more you elevate, the more people will attack you. And if you are really prepared to address everything, then it's gonna be a problem because you're not gonna have the capacity to do it. You know. So I'm just learning. It was just a good learning moment in the moment to be able to see that and be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop being so quick to say what I don't need to say.
Think before you
Absolutely.
react or move. So yeah, that's good.
Respond. Like, you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
learn to respond.
Trail,
over
trail?
react, yeah.
I don't got nothing to vent about. It's just hot as fuck.
It's hot here. So
Nah, for
that
real.
liquor ain't helping
Nah,
either.
not in here.
Oh, it's
I'm
not.
talking about outside. It's
Just
hot.
outside in general, right?
Because they're ready for the fall. What are we doing?
We hit 107 the
Nigga,
other
get to
day.
October.
Right, for real.
Literally.
And so with Shamar, I know, do you have a different event other than what's been going on?
Yeah, man. Even in my personal life, I mean, women. You know what I'm saying? So when I say that, it's like, man, can y'all just soften up a little bit, please?
You know you're talking to the wrong person about softening up.
When I say that, it's like,
Soften up.
man, my world is like, I juggle so much, man. And it's like, you would be like, man, it's just like I need a Guinness World. I need a record for like all the shit I juggle. But at the same time, nah, man, it got a lot to do with the concert, 100%, because that's fresh. But I got a lot to vent. I don't talk to a lot of people. Like I don't really do this interview stuff too much because I just work. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, y'all perceptions come from other people without getting to know the real truth of me.
Yeah.
Like I'm so transparent. If I did anything that was foul, I'll admit to it and I'll apologize. Accountability is number one for me, and I'm in a position right now where I need to let the world know my side of every story enough for you to have a true platform enough to say, like, man, like, them other people cap.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
like, that's the real deal.
yeah, so it's just it's people from a sense of it, if you let people run with a narrative, they're gonna run with it, and the media controls everything from the standpoint of who is loud enough to say it, and I like what Charleston White said at one point where he was saying that y'all didn't like the activists, y'all didn't like the cool nigga who was trying to support the community and do this, y'all like the bullshit.
Yep.
So for me tonight, I'm gonna give y'all the bullshit, but it's not gonna be emotional. It's gonna be facts, but at the same time, nah, man, I ain't got nothing to vent about.
Yeah.
These are facts.
And then too, before we gotta send our condolences for
Oh
we took a
man,
big
B
loss
King.
with Big King. So
Oh,
yeah.
we had a major loss in Texas.
We took a major hit. Now you just Texas, like the club.
Yeah.
The clubs everywhere around the world in America.
No, the
The
clubs ain't gonna
club
be
will
the
never.
same
It'll be the
without Big
same
King,
because
yeah.
he got enough records
Yeah, yeah.
that it's gonna be
You
the
gotta
same.
know.
And
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
say this: you got artists in our worlds too, like the Mike Freshes and the Old Boy Princes and the DJ Choses that are that comes from that
Right,
that
sound.
tutelage
Right.
of like make music where people want to have a good time and
Yeah.
fun
Right.
and
Yeah.
it has character to it. So his spirit gonna live on for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But in this moment, man, you gotta give it up to the originator. I remember whenever Columbia Records first signed him, It's a guy named I forgot his name, but he's an A&R for Columbia Records, and they was like, "Yeah, man, we just signed B King out of Texas." I was like, "B King," you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like I didn't see the vision of how big that was to understand that he actually is the king of this club shit
For real.
and this movement
He really is.
of, man, fuck what's going on. Let's have a good time and let's put ourselves in a position where, you know, that's how he was our
Luke.
Manny Fresh, our bounce music. He was the
Yeah.
Texas representative of a good time, and he's the soundtrack to everybody's college
Oh,
career.
what?
Nah, for real.
Enough to say that, man, like it may seem small on a national level, but the impact was
It's
forever
huge.
be something that,
Yeah.
you know, it kind of hurts
So
Texas, man.
condolences to
We
him and
lost we lost our fun.
Nah,
Yeah,
for sure.
condolences. He had 2 daughters he left behind.
Man.
His manager Tasha, his girl Telamisha, and all them.
Man.
So shout out to y'all and prayers for y'all, and hopefully everything continues. He's 100% independent, from my understanding. So all his streams and everything.
everything
Hopefully
goes
they sell his
daughters.
T-shirts. Hopefully they just go crazy because he was the king of the black T-shirts with the
Yeah,
words.
that was the word.
But make sure y'all continue to support his legacy. So shout out
Please.
For
to
sure.
B King for sure.
For sure. For
Um,
sure. Condolences to him.
So let's just get straight to it. We gonna talk about a lot of stuff.
Man.
But right now,
I feel like we gonna go through both them bottles.
man, State of Emergency was a concert that was presented by Fat Boy and Legna, which is Shamar, with another partner from a different state, right? Jeezy, Boosie, Webby, The Baby, No Cap, Montana 700, and a whole Fort Worth collection
Man.
of FBG Murders, Lucci's, Johnny DMT, who am I missing? Big
Hold on,
A-
no,
Twisted
I'm not gonna
Black.
let you do that
Twisted.
because it wasn't an FBG murder. He was supposed to be on there.
No, we gonna get to that. I was
No,
giving you the lineup on the
Okay.
flyer.
No, the flyer didn't have FBG. It
Oh, it
had
didn't.
PB Murder Game.
PB.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm
Yeah.
trying to give you a little
Gotcha.
bit of that. Is a conversation to have though, but my favorite rapper, drill rapper in Dallas is FBG Murder. And you know
Okay.
that. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? So I'm glad you did say that because that's another question I asked. But no, like, you know, Murder Game PB is somebody that I look up to in Fort Worth. That we had to pay respect to that city, man.
Right. I
Yeah,
mixed up the
yeah.
names. It's so
That's
many.
all good.
Yeah.
You did it.
So many
But
letters.
that's a conversation to have though, because
Yeah.
that's my favorite drill rapper
It is.
in the city
It is.
for
Yeah.
sure.
It is.
FBG
We talked
Murder.
about that for sure when he came for the podcast.
Yeah.
So we had a lineup of Fort Worth tribute that was amazing. We had it was a great concert. Planned to go with all those artists. Everybody was paid, deposits, everybody's ready to go. And then we get to the week of the concert and things start to slowly kind of wither. And things happen in allegations. A lot of bloggers posting, Boosie made a video, you didn't have his money. Where your back end, you trying to cancel on them. All these different things. In the midst of everything, what is the truth? Did you have his back end?
We had more than his back end. When I say that, it's never a monthly or an event game with me. It's a yearly game. So when I say that, like, we had no money in the box office, we had no money in our pockets between me and Fat Boy. It was a situation where we approached Boosie 3 days prior to the concert to say, hey, bro, this you getting shot in Dallas and wanting 150,000 is crazy. And I was crazy enough to initiate it because I want to be the first person to bring him back culturally enough to know that, you know, when he came out here prior to, it was 2 times a year he sell out, and it was
Right.
an amazing event. I mean, he's a
Absolutely.
fucking legend, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be the first person to, like, pay homage enough to say, like, bro, whatever you think your value is, I fuck with it because it's a situation where I know the impact you made in our world. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him personally
Right.
to understand in this space. The higher you get to know people personally, and it becomes what it is to where you lose a little respect for him. But, you know, even to this moment, like, if I hear a Boosie song, man, it's Boosie.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't hate the dude or nothing like that, but the way he played it, it was like one of them things. It was a perfect storm. When I say the perfect storm, it was a mix of us calling him 3 days prior to, saying like, hey, bro, can you please take a reduction? Instead of, you know, you usually charge 60, 50K for a show max. We giving you 150. The tickets ain't selling like y'all think it is. It's hype, but niggas ain't committing to it. You know, whether they got back to school problems, whatever they got to take care of, this is not the right moment for this moment. But we still want the people to have this moment because it's here.
Right.
Right.
So we asked him to take a reduction to where we gave him 25K and you getting paid a hundo.
Right.
You already got 75.
Mm.
Take the 100. You only make 60 really a show.
Mm.
But in this moment, you want me to pay for some shit that happened to you in Dallas that I did not have anything to do with. I'm straight up business, good nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
I agreed to pay that in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But based on our ticket sales, bro, come on, work with us.
Right.
You still gonna get a handsome payday. Like, to be technical, the
Right.
deposit was already more than what you
really
usually charge.
Yeah.
So in this space, it's like, work with me. You know what I'm saying? Work with me. Give me the benefit of knowing that I've done over 6 shows with you already.
Right.
For you to know that the business is always good. You posted a video enough to say, like, Shamar does good business every time. So in this one moment to cover your tracks, because the perfect storm happened. And what the perfect storm happened was, we called you, you got mad, no, I want my money. And we like, man, listen, bro, we gonna lose a lot of money if we pay this dude his money. Not that we don't want to pay you the money, because we want the show to be what it's going to be, the moment to be what it's going to be. But in that, you're not trying to work with us because you don't care about the promoter. You care about what's going on in your world. Even though I'm paying you, even though, you know, I'm going to give you $25K, I can't give you $75, I'm going to give you $25. And you still making almost $60,000 more than what you usually charge. It's like, that's where it forced our hand. But in that, we still going to facilitate the back end good though. The money, like we playing for losses. What happened is that the next day, boom, Yella Beezy did his interview. Mm-hmm. His interview wasn't nothing that I couldn't relate to Yella Beezy because I respect everybody. Like, I don't play the politics of this business to where it's Mo3. Nah, Yella Beezy was on point when he said he know. Like, that let you know, like, behind the scenes it be shit that we don't know
Right.
about.
No,
Right.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And in that space, it is what it is. I'm from Oak Cliff too.
Right.
So I get the energy of saying, like, bro, we don't care who you are.
Well.
Like, you got to show respect to everybody.
Right.
So in that space, boom, that interview happened. Now that's going viral. Boom. The next day, a prank caller called the venue, got the voicemail. I'll send it to you.
We can play
It's
it.
a
I got it.
voicemail. It's a voicemail that goes around prank caller wise that let people know
Like one of them,
that this nigga's impersonate. I don't know no games. I don't know no shit to say that niggas know. I don't keep up with
Like
So
a
rewind
YouTube- was
before
it
you
like
go
a
to the
YouTuber?
prank caller.
Okay.
Rewind. You
Yes,
got
YouTube.
you got a phone call or email from the venue
Yeah,
about the call.
you know, it's on. It like I can screenshot. These are like facts. I don't talk with emotions, bro.
Right.
I talk with facts. So from there, the venue texted us and said, he sent us an email to say, hey, I don't know how to respond to this. Could you give me some clarity? And I listened to the voicemail, and it was a dude impersonating Yella Beezy's PR. It sounded like a lawyer at first, and he was just like, my client, Yella Beezy, is coming to the show. You know, I don't know no better. Like, at first, I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. We ain't got Yella Beezy on the show.
Right.
And then you was like, oh, shit. Jeezy got a song with Yella Beezy to where he probably bringing Yella out.
That was my thought process. I'm like,
Yes.
if they're saying Yella's coming, I'm thinking that's on me. You know how people come to the city and pay homage and let some of the Dallas artists, come out. I'm like, the only song that anybody has on the stage with Yella is Jeezy. And I'm like, well, he probably doesn't know about no beef or no situation. But they're saying Yella's coming, so I'm like, well, it gotta be a Jeezy would bring him out, maybe. You
For
know.
sure. But I got a relationship with Lil Deezy enough to where if that's, I don't know who's still who part of teams and stuff.
Right.
But if Lil Deezy's still in that space, I got enough respect for Lil Deezy. Has always been 100 with me.
Right.
To where he would call me and say, hey, bro, we're thinking about doing this. Can this happen? The same way when I brought Boosie and I brought Boosie to Gas Monkey Live and he brought out Mo3, but then beforehand, Rainwater made the call to say, hey, them niggas ain't up there, are they? Like, enough to make sure it's safe.
Right.
Yeah, they not up here and they not going to be up here because we want this moment to happen.
Right.
So I'll let people know to not let this moment happen. So, as far as the drama.
Right.
So from there, I answered, and so they didn't know how to respond, but they was like, hey, we don't want no drama on this show. And so in there, boom, I have them call me like, hey man, just have them give them my number because I ain't got Yella Bill on my chart to perform. But at the same time, I do want to make sure everything's safe, everybody's safe and stuff because this is a good, it's a real business for me. This ain't just cool shit. So from there, they called me and I answered questions enough to be like, man, I don't know this is a prank at all until the end. I knew it was a prank at the end because they said, I like that Yellow Beezy guy and that Mo 3 guy. Who if you was to choose between the two, who would you choose between Mo 3, the Mo 3 fella, or the Big Extra Plug? I mean, the Yellow Beezy fella. I'm like, man, I like Big Extra Plug. Leave me alone. Like,
Right.
that's who doing it for us right now.
Right.
Right.
So in that world, it became a thing where I was like, man, this got to be a joke. So I let the arena know. But in letting them know that, they was like, yeah, but we got a real call from Homeland Security that told us about the stuff that's going on. On top of the Yellow Beezy interview, on top of that, but Yellow Beezy didn't do nothing wrong, man.
Right.
It's just the timing of it all was the perfect storm for it to be a situation where when I realized that, we in a position where, an emotional state of somebody like a Boosie who, the antics, whether he need to borrow something, whether he needs something or whatever he goes to social media with, I didn't think I was going to be in that fire of people's perception. But when it happened, it was like one of the moments where I was like, damn, bro, like, I love Boosie, bro. And I was willing, and I'm an Oak Cliff nigga, right? So I'm willing to go against everything that everybody felt who was in the mix of it all to really just give the people something that they would love and that they would appreciate. And for him to call, he didn't say my name specifically, so I do respect that aspect of it because I know the propaganda of what it was. So that's why I still hold Boosie in my heart to be who he is. As a legend, as a person that our culture, he shaped part of that, as far as the South.
Right.
So he can never take that away. Like, and the shit that went on ain't never gonna make me say fuck Boosie.
Right.
Boosie is a king, man. He invited me to his house. Nigga offered me some fucking Louisiana sausages.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like,
It's
just a week
real-
before, I
Yeah.
done 6 shows. Boosie Webby Dog, Boosie Webby Zero, Boosie.
Yeah.
I done a lot of shit with Boosie enough to where, like, he shouted me out on stage. I got the video. I'll send it to you. He like, oh, Shamar is always good business because it's always good business. I'll take a loss
Work.
before you do.
Right.
So in that sense, for him to do what he did, I got a message from my partner that was like, yeah, Boosie was like, man, I had to do that, man. They up there calling me scared in Dallas. They calling me all that. So he had to throw me, and it don't make it right, but it just makes it like, I get it.
I get the
He had
narrative.
to throw it
too.
off of him to put it on me, but at the same time, he know we called him and asked him to take a reduction.
Right.
Like, you still getting paid more, but the people want to see you enough to where you had a couple people who was mad, bro. But at the same time, it was unfortunate because, Boosie and Webby ain't happened in a long time in the
Right,
DFW.
especially here, yeah.
Fort Worth,
especially in Dallas. Yeah.
Fort Worth got the show only because Dallas didn't want the show. Like, I tried to do
I
bomb
wanted to
factories,
ask
bro.
that, like, is there? Because I've heard there's a lot of politics when it comes to doing the concerts and stuff in
Man.
Dallas versus Fort Worth.
Man,
Was
listen.
it that hard to get it? Because I guess on the outside looking in, I feel like if it would have been in Dallas, like probably
Been better.
more people,
Oh,
would've,
for sure.
yeah.
And but this is my first time venturing out to Fort Worth.
Okay.
So I'm not a Fort Worth nigga. My baby mom is from Fort Worth.
Mhm.
A lot of my friends are from Fort Worth. So I love opportunities to like give people a culture, like not
Right.
give them a culture, but
To
just
bring
like
something.
yeah,
like
highlight their culture. That's why, like, if you see the show that we did, bro, I made sure, and it wasn't even propaganda or money, bro. I mean, come on, Twisted Black was our Jay Prince in the
Yeah.
sense of power, right?
Mhm.
A person who trailblazed this shit,
How it
and
started, yeah.
who really was the person, and him being locked up and now getting
Mhm.
out, he didn't have his moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got
yeah.
Go Yayo, who we had to take him off the show because of the police.
Yeah.
But Go Yayo, you
And that's
can't
where
talk.
he-
I don't
and
give a
he
fuck
from
if y'all
Fort
like
Worth.
him or not. Y'all can't talk about Fort Worth without Go
Yeah,
Yayo.
yeah,
Right.
he from there.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
That's
PB
home.
Murder Gang, that's a Go Yayo tutelage situation. Like, he come from that world of hood fame.
Right.
Even though he got his own brand and his own
Mhm.
man, it still come from what it was. You got Lucci, who was a superstar beyond the music. Now he's on Love
Right.
and Hip Hop. Like, Fort Worth has always been more talented to me than Dallas was, and I'm a Dallas nigga. You know, when I say that, it's like they really going through the stuff that a lot of people talk about. Dallas niggas get money.
Mm.
They really over there still gang banging. They still like a couple years behind us
Right.
when it comes to it, because they fighting for respect. They ain't fighting for the money like us. Dallas niggas get money. And, you know, you play without money, then we get to that level. But at the same time, bro, you know, it was just a thing where I thought it was going to be the perfect opportunity. And it never was about me, man. I was always trying to just pay homage to a city that I'm coming into. I'm going to tap in.
Right.
A lot of people be scared to tap in. I tap in, bro, because I ain't finna do nothing without the support of the people who there, because I need to pay homage to the people who have done it that allowed me to even be in a position to bring it there.
Right.
So, again, we gave people those moments, but, like, you know, PB Murder Gang, Lucci, Johnny Damn D, who is, you know, we just lost Beat King. I know y'all probably gonna go there, and I ain't gonna talk too much on it, but Johnny Damn D make that type of, you know,
Fun,
you know,
murder being.
you know, I'm talking about the murder being shit.
dance
Come on,
again,
y'all know what's up.
Back to the fun moments.
I don't even
Fun part of it.
dancing if that shit
Right,
came
make
on,
you
I'ma
want
do
to,
one of
right.
them.
Yeah.
So when I say that, to say it's just like, you know, I tried to pay homage to the city. Fort Worth was a city that took it. The venue took it. Everything, they worked with us. You know, Matt over there, the GM, he was more than gracious, and people, you know, they was patient with us. You know what I'm saying? Because we did business with them. They even offered, bro, in the midst of us having to take Boosie off the show, they said, hey, if y'all decide to postpone or cancel this, we won't penalize you. And if you want to cancel this, we'll give you back your full deposit. So shout out to Dickies Arena for just working with us and understanding us, even though they
Or that's how bad they didn't want them to get out there.
Yeah.
No,
we don't want to hear.
y'all can go. Take everything.
Hey, here you go.
We don't want nothing.
Take it back.
Don't want nothing.
Keep your $5. Keep everything.
Keep your money, right?
So
So
it-
when I
Take
say
it
that,
back.
that's rare because people.
It is because you're locked in their dates.
Oh,
I mean, that's you in the middle of a
And
summer.
And it's 2 days prior too, where they
Yeah.
having a conversation like, "What y'all want to do, man? The ticket sales ain't going too good.
Yeah,
I want y'all to win, and I want it to be a situation
Want
where
it to be
y'all come
right.
back and see us because
Exactly.
we love the way y'all
Yeah.
work. So you know, for me, I plan on bringing more stuff to Fort Worth, but at the same time, bro, I had a great experience systems wise. You know, thanks to you and different people, but the Boosie shit and how viral it went in the midst of him trying to, you know, bring another brother down who really ain't done nothing but support. And I done spent, you know, easily over 300, 400,000, 500,000 with him over a career span of knowing that he's a part of our culture. So, you know, when you hold people to, I ain't gonna take him away from it, but that has been one of the moments that, in that moment, you know, the devil tried to put me in a position to look like a janky promoter. But I had so much support from the people around me that know who I am that it became a beautiful moment of me realizing that I have to be more on point on, you know, the business that I do, because a lot of people are looking up to me too in what I do. So it was a lot of opportunities that was given. It was a lot of platforms that was given. And, you know, I got this picture of Twisted Black name on the biggest LED screen and him rapping and the Fort Worth people being able to see that to say, like, that's what he deserved, man. You know, despite everything he'd been through, he trailblazed for these people.
Yeah.
You know, so when I say that, it's like, you know, the Boosie shit, it's unfortunate, but it ain't real. Like, and when I say it ain't real, like, that moment ain't real because he painted it to be something where the promoter didn't have the back end. Yes, we did, bro. We had more than the back end.
But do you feel like it was anything that you could have done, if you could, when you play it back, do you feel like there was anything you could have done different to make him feel different about that moment and that decision of going viral?
Boosie is a dude, once he got his mind made up, it's made all the way up. So
Yeah.
when I say that,
There's
like,
no, it's
you,
no,
He a
no.
Scorpio, so yeah.
band. So
like-
you know what,
we
you
like
know,
that.
you know. So when my partner said that, you know, you're Scorpio niggas. You know what I'm
we-
saying? We related
we
to
like
like,
that.
and this ain't no zodiac thing. You know, we say
Right.
a lot of people is that, but like, yeah, he really is that person when he feels, and it's cool though because that's why I said, like, I understand the innocence in it, to just respect the slightness, because I feel like that was a sense of hurt for him, that his
You could
reputation
see it
is
in the
like
video.
like
Yeah.
like to me.
He wanted to be there.
He wanted
Shout
to
out
be
to the
here, yeah.
next nigga who try to bring Boosie into Dallas like that. I don't know if that can happen no more, right? It could. It I don't know if that can happen. When I say that, it probably can, but come on, ain't nobody finna try to. Like, I was willing to pay him what Kevin Gates or somebody who is current and who sells out stadium. I mean, like, arenas already pay. I was willing to give him what niggas have never seen in their lifetime for a moment that I believe he deserved. So, you know, for him to throw me under the bus in that sense of the promoter didn't have my back end, you know, it hurt me from a personal standpoint, but it didn't hurt me business wise because people know my character to know I'm the biggest. You know what I'm saying? To know, to know that it don't get no better with me because I'll take a loss before you do. So, you know, I had people speak up. My homeboys from Atlanta, they know his booking agent. They send him a text like, hey, bro, I don't know what y'all got going, but Shamar ain't nothing but good business. So he know what's up. Like, when I say he know what's up, he know we tried to call him. We tried to justify, hey, bro, this 150 that you want, bro, you don't. These ticket sales don't reflect that moment. Can you do it for 100? Let us reduce that, and we still work together. We still gonna give you a back end. But in that sense, he wasn't trying to hear it because all he know is I get paid. I'm getting paid 150.
He done made
But
plans.
you won't even make 100K in any other place. So I was willing. So, but I say that to say though, the venue when all the drama started happening, the terroristic threats, Homeland Security calling to update the venue. Of course, these people don't want to hear us, bro. They don't even want us there. Like too
They were
much.
specific about having a zero.
They were specific. They almost canceled the total show enough to say like, yo, we got to remove Boosie or cancel the show. So in that space, we made the decision to cancel. I mean, to remove Boosie. We had to take Go Yayo off because of the same reason. Like, it's not anything personal. It's like, I'm not finna risk. Like, if we would have canceled that show, we would be in more in a hole than we were in the outcome of this situation.
Yeah.
No, we here to talk about it. And, you know, money will be remade in life and all that stuff that goes along with the tangible things. But in the intangible things, man, I'm disappointed and I'm sad that it got to this point. But a lot of blessings from it all came because it showed me who support me, who really rock with me. But it wasn't nothing negative to the standpoint of in my career. My career is elevated. You know, what the devil has for you to think that it's bad ended up being like a big blessing, man. So, you know, shout out to Boosie in the sense of, you know, that moment was definitely a moment that, you know, we here talking about it, so it was impactful. But at the same time, man, your fans wanted to see you, bro. And that's why we compromised or tried to compromise prior to, because, you know, this moment wasn't built by me. Like, I'm not a street nigga, so, you know, I'm not involved with any of the stuff that causes me to have to suffer the consequences because you got involved with some stuff that caused this moment to be something where it's reflective on me, and I'm willing to pay the price of it.
Right.
But if the money don't line up, you should just go ahead. I feel like you should have took the 100.
The city, both Dallas, Fort Worth.
But it's for the
they still
people,
mess
though.
them. Yeah,
Just
everybody's
come and
still
see the
fans
people, bro.
Yeah. And you haven't been here in
Your
4
support
years,
system,
so,
bro.
yeah.
Like, we lost a lot of money due to, you know, the propaganda of, man, don't go to that. He told people not to come
Not
to
to
the
come.
Yeah,
show.
get your
Right.
money
Man,
back.
your
Get your money
homeboys on this show, like Jeezy, the Baby, Webby, all these people.
Yeah.
And people don't even know. It was $150 by the price tag, but he tried to charge me more because Webby was on the show. He didn't like that Webby was on the show, not from a standpoint of he don't like. It's like, oh, if I knew you was going to put Webby on the show, I would have charged you $200.
Because they're more valuable together in his
Yeah,
mind.
but more valuable
In his
is
mind.
$100K
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
both
yeah,
of y'all.
both,
Because at
yeah.
the same time, bro, Jeezy was the headliner, but because of the moment, we putting y'all in front of Jeezy
Right.
because of what the moment was. But at
Right.
the same time, bro, you found out that I'm paying Webby a separate price, bro. You made a point to go on social media and say, hey, if y'all need me and Webby together, that's 100 bands. He said that.
Yeah.
So why couldn't I get that 100 bands love for both of y'all? Instead, I'm
Right.
paying 175 because Webby want more money because Boosie on the show because he know Boosie getting
Boosie
paid
getting
more.
Oh,
paid more,
God,
yeah.
yeah.
So you get what I'm
So
saying?
many
It's a lot of
politics,
like,
man.
A lot of politics.
it's a lot of politics, but I
headache.
gotta, but for me, for the sake of the people,
Right.
Gotta
You were
figure
willing
it
to
that
out.
do
y'all
yeah.
don't know the bullshit that go on behind the scenes, I'm gonna give y'all what y'all want because I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love what the opportunity that I have to be one of the trailblazers to
Yeah,
put
for the city,
this
for sure.
city in the face of the media to say that we one of the best. You know what I'm saying? So this experience that Dallas ain't had in 10 years of Boosie and Webby or Fort Worth ain't had ever. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real.
I want to give
I don't
y'all
think
this
nothing
moment.
that big has been in-
But
So
in this
speaking of-
moment, y'all, I mean, but it can't be to the detriment of my demise or
Right.
my ability to not be able to provide for my family and child after this moment.
Nah, facts.
Don't
So
do
with,
me like that.
so with
Makes
Webby, saying the price, you even say what you paid him, but with Webby, what did you feel as a promoter when he comes out on an arena show with pajamas on?
I feel like Webby is that nigga. And what I say is that I don't give a fuck what a nigga got on. Them
He
songs still
can't
ring
write.
bells.
Every song he played,
And what
I
I
was like,
say
oh,
is
yeah.
that what y'all don't realize is like Webby really got the hits
Yeah.
that y'all really want to hear.
He do.
Yeah. Oh,
He
yeah.
ain't
You
for
never
all the
tell me.
antics.
Yeah.
I mean, the antics happen when he interview.
The bubbles.
The antics happen whenever he's in his space.
The bubbles.
But Webby got them hits, bro.
Hey, we got an interview with him. He was cool.
Y'all better
He was
stop,
cool.
nigga.
He was
I
cool.
mean,
You let us interview him in the bathroom.
Yeah,
We like,
he was cool.
what we
Hey.
doing?
All right, bet. We gonna do it right here in
I'm
front of his
telling you,
wall.
Webby
I'm
got
down.
them hits.
Yeah, nah.
A lot
he
of people
do.
think
Yeah,
independent, IND, or whatever, independent,
That's
whatever.
the main
I
song,
almost
yeah.
went there, I've been drinking, but at the same time, that ain't Boosie song, that's Webby song.
Webby song,
So that's
yeah.
why when he came out in them pajamas, it went viral. Shout out to the viral moment. But the crowd didn't miss no beat because they
nobody cared.
realized that our favorite records, Boosie has his things. I ain't taking nothing away from
for
that.
sure. They both do.
But
yeah.
Webby is that nigga. Quit playing with that boy about him being human.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
'Cause
He's
he was
human
mad
enough
he
to
had to
say,
leave the stage.
come on, most bougie ass with these rappers these days, if they ain't got a fit on and all that, they ain't going
Right.
out. Webby showed up with 6 people.
Mm-hmm.
Went out there in his pajamas, rocked the show,
They did.
brought the show together because it was light out there a little bit in the beginning. Hey, everybody come in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just grab a seat.
You could tell the energy shifted when
Oh,
Webby got
man.
up there because everybody was like excited to see
But
him.
that's what
Yeah.
good energy
It's
does.
genuine.
It
Yeah.
shifts. It's
Yeah,
genuine.
yeah.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
did.
These people here, because Fort Worth is genuine. That's what I get. Fort Worth either love you or love you or hate you, but it's like they still got some people that tapped into like a good sense of being genuine. But like I said, Webby gave us what we wanted.
Yeah.
He did. He took me back
Unfortunately,
to my club
Boosie wasn't a
days.
part of that, but Webby wasn't no hoe ass nigga that
Nigga
was
was going
like,
through the backstage, so I need a backwood.
Right.
I need a
He
backwood.
the backwood, but-
Hey, somebody give me a backwood.
Man,
nigga.
He's like, that's all I
please,
need.
Hey, whatever that man need, get him what he needs.
Yes, we
because
got him.
he gave us what we wanted and more.
Oh, I say yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so when I say that to say, bro, it was overall an amazing experience as far as, like, this was probably one of the bigger shows that I've done. But it was a moment where, thanks to, Jeter, who handled a lot of stuff. It was just like a small world, I've been knowing Bior for a minute, and she really was thrown into the fire because this was a big moment for her. But her and her son, Jaden,
Yeah, shout out. my boy
amazing.
Jay.
Like, I'm talking about, like, I couldn't have done it without them. I couldn't have done it without the people. And the people who did come had an amazing time. Enough for me to know that what the devil was trying to stop, God had
For real.
nothing but a moment of realizing that, man, bro, like, you meant to be here because you're a culture creator. So when people say the gatekeeper shit, I ain't no gatekeeper. Because I don't use my platform to hold people back or to say that who can or cannot do. But I know what I do. I use my platform to give people opportunities to live their true selves and be the, and really live their dreams because I'm living mine.
Wow.
If I could do it, you could do it.
Absolutely.
That's a real statement.
Absolutely.
So that's why, like, y'all see Latrell, but like hands down, that's my favorite artist. And we're going to get into all the shit y'all want to talk about with him.
Oh yeah.
But ain't nobody fucking with the bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like we got to do more speaking. We got to do more talking. We got to let people know more of who we are because we sit back and we watch shit and we just be quiet. But, like, hands down, I put him against anybody.
Do you feel like that's what hurts Dallas is because the so-called like gatekeepers are the ones that's not pulling for like
Yeah,
the
you got
real artists?
you got your people. You got your babies and the people who got the influence, but it's like you really look at the moment enough to say, like, what have they done realistically? And I'm not talking about done as far as a FaceTime to show you that they know certain people in the Flodge type shit. It's just really like what success has came from you, what fruit has been bared from your tree.
From you,
like,
yeah.
like, tell me that, like, show me that. Like, let me know that this artist got this deal because you put him in the ear of this A&R.
Right.
Like,
right.
let me know, the only person that's really, like, connecting those dots is Rainwater, right? But Rainwater even doing it to a level where it's empire. It's cool, right? But it ain't Post Malone's and stuff like that to where, Mo3 is forever going to be who he is. But I feel like even in me, like, if I drop the ball with Latrell destiny is bigger than me. I'm thankful. I thank God every day to be a part of his path because his gift is from God, bro. You get what I'm saying? So I'm glad God chose me to be in a space to even be around it. Because I'm a witness to what's going on. So I pray that he give me enough, ability to take it to where it needs to be.
Right.
Every label has flown us out to know that this nigga is one of them ones. And when I say that to say, it's like that gatekeeper shit is like, like, yeah, you got people in the city who they gonna hold their nuts on people if it's different situations. Me, I'm a fair guy. Everybody, you don't think everybody and their mama asked me, can they open up for the show?
I had people texting me.
Oh, I'm sure you did. I'm sure
You know who
I
I gave the moment to a nigga who I felt like deserved the moment as far as Montana. But this my artist. If I could have put my artist in that position because people came to see the Boosie, the Webby, the Jeezy, the Baby, and No Cap. So they don't give a fuck who in the front of it.
Right.
So I could have just threw him that bone. But I didn't because I don't play favoritism. Just because me and him working, it don't mean that he ready for that opportunity. Because he gonna have plenty of opportunities. He gonna sell out American Airlines Center one day without an opener.
Mm-hmm.
Latrell gonna be that guy. But when I say that, I mean that. But at the same time, I don't show favoritism to the moment to say that let's give Fort Worth people their moment. The hottest nigga in Dallas at this moment to me is Montana. I know Zillionaire is the biggest brand, but when I come to I mix talent with the exposure, and I feel like Montana was definitely the right person in that space because I like his music, but at the same time, bro, like people gotta realize, man, like our city, we miss our opportunities because we don't come together and we don't put ourselves in position to uplift each other. We rather you had real life, real hair Larry fucking hating on the show, telling people not to come because Boosie ain't coming. Nigga, I ain't never hated on nothing you had going. I ain't never told real hair Larry nothing, but I'm hearing getting word back, but that this nigga telling people, don't go to that show. Boosie ain't coming anyway. Like, nigga, what that mean? The show's still big. You got
Right.
Jeezy, No Cap, Boosie. I mean not Boosie, but Webby the Baby. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm supposed to be in the same space you in. Why you hating? You know what I'm saying? So it just disgusts me, man. These niggas disgust me. You know what I'm saying? And it's really like a thing where they're saying niggas and flies.
Yep.
It really was that moment for the people that when the shit hit the fan, they showed them true selves. But like, bro, these niggas be quick to be in a space to where they asking for backstage passes. They want to be close. They want to be in the same world as me, not knowing that all this money y'all losing throwing these shows, bro. Y'all could have tapped in and I could have helped to made it better. Like I'm really a force in this shit, bro. Like I got real relationships. I got real stuff going to where y'all think the music shit cool, but wait till y'all get a hold of me in real estate. You know what I'm saying? It's big business going on over here. It ain't no fucking game of some concert shit. Like I do that shit because I like it.
You like doing it, yeah.
It's my live playlist. You know what I'm saying? When my brother Dolph died, you know what I'm saying? It took me away from the music business because now it became real that, man, they done took away a nigga that is the best nigga that anybody can have in their corner. So in that sense of it, like this shit ain't fun, man. Like this stuff ain't for the weak. Y'all gotta know what we go through enough to know that we providing opportunities for people to live their dreams, and I love it to death, man. I do it for free, and I'm gonna continue to do it. I'm gonna continue to be wise counsel. I'm gonna continue to be in somebody's corner. But like to me, man, like we got a real problem, man. That's the reason why we where we at. Like, it ain't no real sense. Like you got like a FBG Murder, his manager and shit. Like, he ain't got. Shout out to him. He ain't got a local manager who hanging around him, man. He got this dude named Chris Zingis that's out of New York. He went and got the proper management to where now he out of here in a way. That's my favorite drill rapper.
Yeah.
Even he wanted to be on the show.
Shout out to Chris.
And I was gonna put FBG on the show, but at the same time, it became less about giving people their individual moments and more about a culture. And Fort Worth, that lineup for Fort Worth
Makes
was
sense.
bigger than
Yeah.
FBG Murder because that's the city it was in. But FBG Murder
He
got
gonna have so many more
but
moments.
FBG got
It
more
is, yeah.
monthly listeners and more of a following than a Montana or any nigga that was on that Fort Worth situation. But it wasn't about politics for me. I didn't
Right.
put my favorite people in position. I put the right people in position.
Right.
So that's why we here. And so, I'm starting to do more speaking platforms, enough people to know that, man, listen, what y'all think it is, it ain't.
Right.
Y'all got to get to know me. Like, quit listening to what this nigga said and what this nigga said and all that, bro. I'll tell you the truth
Right.
about me. I know who I am, and y'all got to know who I am to know that I'm a game changer, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, my first time really just having a conversation with you was at the concert.
Yeah.
Off the rip, I was
and
just
what's
like,
crazy?
he's solid.
Yeah.
And I turned
I'm
into
the nigga
I
that-
was
I'm-
like,
I'm
he's
the
solid.
nigga
I
that,
like Shamar.
When people follow me on Instagram, I don't know who you are. I don't know you. So
Right.
I ain't going to follow back just off the strength of I don't know you. Let's talk first.
Right.
Right.
I'm going to follow you because I fuck with you and I want to show you, I want to support you.
And you've been the same since I've known you. I think I've been knowing you
Man,
since like
come
maybe
on.
like
We've been knowing each other
20-something.
for
And then
20,
too,
like,
I-
damn, almost 20
Yeah.
years.
I looked at it too, like as busy as you were, you stopped for 2 minutes just to have a conversation with me.
Man,
so
come
that
on,
was
man.
like, dang, he got all this going on, but he
Yeah.
took
Man,
2 minutes
come on.
just to
That's
say
why- so
what's
my
up.
people-
and
but you know what's funny?
you
The
good
people-
and everything. Yeah.
The people around me always say, bro, you too accessible.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, you know, it's crazy. Now, so as of today, I have an executive assistant, right? So
Okay.
I'm a move in that space of allowing
Yeah.
myself to not be so stressed out of this.
Mhm.
But I just love y'all enough to give y'all what's real.
And shout out
For
to
sure.
Big X the plug.
Man,
Oh
Rosama,
Shout out,
Man.
to,
And
shout out
Kyle,
to
his
them
manager,
for sure.
Man.
for stepping in.
Man.
So PB, he got. So for I will say the Dickies Arena was a great venue, but the
course.
police was heavy. I'm talking about dumb heavy.
We pulled up to it then.
Dumb heavy, right? But all good because you gotta do what you gotta do to protect your business too. So I understand that aspect too, from that piece. But shout out to he ended up getting arrested.
can I give a little bit on that too?
Yeah.
A little bit. So PB got arrested because of a warrant that he was already satisfied, but you know they got he get profiled out there because of his past affiliation. So in that sense, I ran outside and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And I see Kyle, who is the real super manager of Dallas right now.
Right.
When I say that, what they do in Big X is amazing. So in that sense, you know, we outside, just, you know, police is like, you're like, yeah, okay, you rap, okay, he's still going to jail. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like, it don't matter what
Absolutely.
you tell them in that moment, they're going to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
So he listened to us, but that's in the sense of just like, man, we
Yeah.
don't
They
give a
got
fuck
the
what y'all
authority.
saying. This
Yeah.
nigga going to jail.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate. So I don't know the details of his case and what it's for, but it was a warrant. And from there, Kyle still made sure Big X went on that stage,
And killed it.
which was the biggest blessing of the night because the people didn't know he was coming.
was
We
coming,
knew he was
yeah.
coming, but it was a thing of Kyle had asked me earlier before the show before the concert even started, hey, can I get Rosama on that platform? I'm like, nah. I said, nah, because we don't have enough time. You know, we was pressed against time.
Absolutely.
And he respected it. He said 100.
Mm-hmm.
But they still came to the show and gave me a damn near a free show because of who I am to the city, and they couldn't have me looking bad. So No Cap missed his flight too. So his album dropped that Friday. You know, he missed his flight. I ain't gonna say he did, but he missed his flight. So his
Right.
people was trying to call me prior too. So he missed his flight. Big X went on stage and gave us 3 to 4 songs.
Yeah.
Crowd went crazy.
Yeah.
So that was a moment, you know, that I'm forever appreciative of. And on top of that, he was calling me throughout the day, and I was missing his calls. You know, we on phone calls, and he literally pulled me. I got the video. He pulled me and said, "Hey, bro, I was calling you because if you needed the back end for Boosie, I had it for you. I was gonna pay that."
That's crazy.
I was like, "Man, bro, you instantly one of my favorite niggas in life.
That's crazy.
I wish I could trade a cousin for you," type shit.
Right. Just one of them, right?
You know, I
Just
said,
one,
"Hey,
maybe
cousin,
two.
right?"
Yeah.
So when I say that though, you know, I've done a lot of stuff with Big X prior to that, and you know, again, like I love what they doing. I'm a fan of what they doing, and for him to extend that olive branch and say, "Bro,
That's big.
you know, I would have paid that $75K for you, and it was no commitment." He didn't say just pay me back
have
or
to,
none of that
yeah.
kind of shit. I can't have the city looking at you like that because I know what you mean to the city.
Right.
And when I told him, it's like, nah, it ain't about that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep your
Right.
money.
That's
I
big,
need a
though.
feature though. But at the same time, it's
Right.
like, yo, you know, like, but for real, like, that
As
made me
big as he
respect
is
bro
to
so
do that,
much,
yeah,
bro, to
that's
where,
big.
It's always
man, you can't
That's
tell me
big.
shit about
For
Big
sure.
X the plug. You
Yeah.
can't tell me shit
That's
about their
big.
team enough to
And
know
they gonna give
that-
you some dances too.
Listen,
Yeah, they are. Every time. Every time. They are having fun with it.
Man, that's how
sometimes.
Biggie Smalls,
I'm
bro.
big fan
Yeah.
of the
Get off the
600
gas. That's
too.
how Biggie Smalls.
It
right
is.
now.
Yeah.
That's
It
how.
is.
That's how.
Shout out to the whole
That's how
team.
dude that's showing you that you could be your authentic self and take it to the furthest level of what it's supposed
Yeah.
to be.
Shout out to
I'm
600.
big fan
So when I
of
say
them,
that,
for sure.
600 Entertainment, they doing their thing. It's ain't never no competition, bro. I wish they was hiring right now.
Whoa,
You know what I'm
who's
saying?
that?
I go work for them, but at the same time, bro, there was a lot of cool moments that happened, and I love the camaraderie that came from it all, and you know, shout out to Boosie, man, because if it wasn't for you, this love that I got, this appreciation I have, you know, my name is everywhere now enough to say you did that, man, and I love you for that.
Yeah.
You gonna be able to get him to Dallas though. I know you.
Man,
y'all
Shout out
gonna-
to Jeezy.
Y'all gonna be able to figure that out.
Who's
Yeah,
asking?
Jeezy, right.
Who's asking? But shout out to Jeezy. Just wanted to say shout out to this
I mean,
young man.
but if Boosie ever said like, man, I want to come to proper Dallas, real Dallas, like, book me
for
at
sure.
fucking headquarters.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, yeah,
Then we
it's
gonna do
happen.
it because at the
Yeah.
same time I believe in what it is. But you know, like for me, I'm an Oak Cliff nigga for real. Where you know I feel I like trap. Like trap always been good people to me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
And
so
like you said, you
sweetheart.
got your own individual relationship.
yeah,
with
I got my
everybody,
own.
so
It ain't no politics in my
different,
shit,
yeah.
bro. Like you
It's
know, like I
different.
don't show love to all these people with different platforms. And,
Right.
You know, me and Trap from the same hood to where like it ain't about the politics of it, man. I worry about the culture more than the individual. And like I said, even when him get out of jail prior to this show, you would think it would have been drama, man. That nigga, his first song he played when he got out of jail was "Touchdown to Cause Hell" by Boosie. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know, a lot of people hit me up on that and like thinking it's subliminal, but like, nah. Every nigga from Oak Cliff favorite rapper was probably Boosie.
Yeah.
So you ain't gonna, you like me, I don't hate the nigga or try to
Right.
put myself in a platform where I take away from his legendary status, but it's just unfortunate because this moment was missed, and who knows if it'll come back again
Yeah, for sure.
through life
Yeah,
and death. You know what I'm saying? People
Right, right.
dying out here.
Yeah, for real.
Shout out to Big King, man.
So,
sure.
a little bit for you now. All that. So now that we know what you do, who you are, what
For
you're
sure.
about, when you connected with Latrell, like what was that connection? Like how did y'all meet? You can get him
So-
under your wing, and then kind of how long you been doing this?
I know I'm talking a lot, man, and he gonna have his moment to talk. When I say that, it's just like I'll give you my perspective of my little cousin and him grew up together. They high school friends. They close friends. I ain't gonna put the best friend mark on them, but it's like they close enough to where he brought it to me because everybody know in my family I'm the one that kind of trailblazed that path for people to enjoy. You know, the music part of it. He sent me to Latrell. When I first heard Latrell, I think I didn't never. I had 2G Cash. You know, 2G Cash to me was like very like when I'm loyal, I'm like locked in. Like you know what I'm saying. So 2G is like super. I mean, I was just locked in on that. Like I think he cool. Like when I say cool, I think he got a dope sound, but it's like new and different,
Right.
and I don't know how to receive it. You know, now I don't know how to not receive it.
Right.
Because he set the level of excellence that I require from anybody to come in my space.
Yeah.
But an initiative, it was like I fuck with it, but I'm not hands on with it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving him the same energy as I'm giving 2G, but I'm like listening to it. I see it. It's dope.
Yeah.
It's different. You know, he's not trap shit. You know, I got a little trap spot in my heart, but he's dope. He's
Right.
pop. You can tell listen to a lot of rock, different stuff, pop, you know, country, all of the stuff that came into it. And when 2G got locked up, it kind of left me in a space of just like, okay, I have no artist to work with, but you know, he started to get a little buzz from the 4-5 record. It had nothing to do with me. You know, Latrell has always been, you know, on TikTok, he's been smart on his own. So I'm not here to, I didn't make Latrell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't do nothing but help insinuate, like help being an asset to what
push.
he's already doing.
Yeah.
And that's
Like
the cool thing about us. That's why we got a
guidance.
partnership. You know, he don't work for me and I don't work for him, but he know me. I don't step in the way of his creativity.
Right.
Whenever we make any decision, we make it together. We don't make it in the sense of this is what Shamar gonna do. I listen to him more than he listen to me, because what he did was already working. So in there, I know he's special. You know, I got a chance to really dive into his shit and really start listening to him. And you know, I got a studio built in my house. You know, like to witness this shit every week is fucking crazy to me, right?
Yeah.
Like it's amazing. Like I don't listen to nobody music. It's Dolph, it's Latrell. 2G Cash still, he locked up, but I still love his music.
Right.
And that's it.
Yeah.
So if you know Spotify can gauge how much unreleased music I listen to, man, they'll be like, damn, this nigga's a
Crazy.
Latrell
Who the
junkie.
fuck is Latrell?
He's a junkie
So
of Latrell.
speaking of that, who the fuck is Latrell?
That's
Who the
it.
fuck is Latrell?
Who the fuck is Latrell?
Latrell is that nigga that be making the music. When you want to hear music, you got a Latrell type shit.
Okay. Well, how would you explain your style?
Everywhere.
That's true. I
Just
agree.
depending on how you feeling.
I agree.
Everywhere
Yeah.
I'm how I'm feeling. It's a soul thing with the music type shit.
Mm-hmm.
How I'm feeling is just
I know when we talked before, you mentioned that this is like kind of fresh still in comparison to how long other people has been pursuing music. How long have you been?
like 2020 shit. I feel like I've been
You're a COVID rapper.
type shit.
Let me find out you were bored stuck in the house and start doing some shit.
You know
I
what?
wanna rap.
See how this works.
That's literally
That's
what
how it
happened,
worked, though.
bro.
It be the
But you
randomest people. They be like,
Find that
yeah.
hidden
I think
talent.
so.
Y'all bored.
COVID,
I mean, it was
right?
like a group of people I was doing it with. I just so happened to be better and do it for longer type shit.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like anybody really could get better. You just gotta keep doing it.
Yeah.
But God did give me like a different tone of voice type shit. I can't
Yeah.
deny that. That's just what it is type shit.
And where are you from originally?
DeSoto.
DeSoto.
Yeah.
You do got that voice to where, like, when somebody hear it, they're like, okay, let me really
Like, who
listen.
is
Like,
that?
who is
Yeah.
this? Yeah.
Type shit.
Like, when I listened, I was like, okay, let me keep
Like you can
listening.
tell when
yeah.
I come on the track
Yeah.
type
Right,
shit.
right.
He said, let me
And
keep
that's-
listening. I
Yeah,
like that.
and it's different,
Yeah.
especially with it's a lot of rappers out here that sound the same.
Gotta be
So
different
when
nowadays.
it's so to hear
That's the only way
something
you gonna cut
different
through.
is
Yeah.
especially when it's the lyrics are there and it
Right.
matches. So that's the biggest for me when I go to listen to music. I'm quick to skip a song and I'm like, oh, this sound like such and such.
Me too,
I'm
me too.
good. But yeah, like with you, it's like I want to keep listening. Like, okay,
I try to
like,
make my
what else?
songs like fun to listen to type
Yeah.
shit.
Gotcha.
I feel like the people I listen to fun to listen to type shit.
Right,
You
right.
give me West Coast vibes.
That's
I
what
don't
I
know why.
thought.
I don't
for the
know
longest,
why.
I thought that's where
The
you
more
was
I'm
from.
around
Gonna
you,
lie.
you just give me Cali.
Yeah,
You
I
just
was
give me Cali, nigga. You do.
So I'll say this though.
smooth thinking Cali.
It's because
When I
that's a
first heard 'em.
smooth. It's a little
Yeah,
smooth.
it's like I get what you're saying, Cali, because people don't understand that like California is really where everybody moved to or do to like to say
Mhm.
that the moment is big, and I feel like for me, but you gotta admit, Latrell, like our favorite moments in this journey
I
where
fuck
we
with
getting
Cali.
flown out,
Is
it's
LA?
been Cali.
Yeah.
Like we went to
That nigga
like
said, I'm
listen,
kind of feeling this motherfucker.
we've been flown to we've been Atlanta, New York, back. I think we went to New York. I mean, every label has flown us out because they want to meet Latrell. Because Hanging by a Thread went viral. But every time we go to Cali, bro, we be like, man, we can see
my
ourselves
shit.
living in Cali.
Yeah.
Because the weed is good, the
the
moments are amazing, and we have
You
a
put your shades
great
on in your jacket. I'm like, that's a
chill.
Cali
time,
nigga.
bro. It
dog.
fits the persona because it's like we hippies at heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
We from the hood, but we hippies.
Yeah.
And I feel like Latrell fits so well in California that I hope a specific California company come through and say, hey man.
So tell me this though about the journey of rap, because I was just talking to somebody else about this, about the whole gotta get hot a certain way thing, right? And in our minds in the music industry, it's always been like you grind, you network, you connect the dots, you get the DJs, you get the internet, and you do all this. You've met with every label damn near, and I would say that you're not the most popular here as far as amongst the industry. How are you avoiding having to connect the local dots and being able to say, I'm just going straight to the label? I don't have to go through radio. I'm not going through all the
loopholes
gatekeepers
that's here.
and
Yeah.
all the shit of Dallas finagling. How are you going straight to the
And
key
it's-
players and
It's
making
the good
music with
mu-
them?
It's the good music.
Respectfully,
It's
yeah.
the good music. Like
Man.
they finding me. Type
Man.
shit. Like, when
Man.
you make good,
And that's
when you
the
make good
thing,
music, they
yeah.
gonna find you. I feel like
Man.
I think that's the
it's
thing
people.
with
That,
everything.
it's people.
yeah.
Their jobs is to find the good music. Like,
Man.
Right.
And they going to find it
They gonna
when
find
it's
it.
good.
I ain't gonna say they gonna find it all the time, but if you say I posted a song on TikTok, it got like 40 million, not 40 million, that's crazy.
It's gonna
40,000.
get there.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's gonna get there.
Drink.
No, but that's
40,000.
speaking.
40,000. Say they got 40,000 views. One of them motherfuckers gonna be an A&R. 5 of them motherfuckers gonna be an A&R.
So let's stay on.
10 of
there.
them motherfuckers gonna be an A&R.
Right.
Right.
Because they're
They
literally
gonna
just
find
sitting
They
around
gotta
looking for
find-
They
me.
looking
gotta
for it.
find the talent.
They
yeah.
under the hashtags and everything, just looking for it.
Right. A sound.
So when I say we got so many label calls in 1 week, one time, bro, we was tired of taking
Like, nigga,
calls,
don't want no
bro.
others.
Me and Latrell
That's
were
the
like,
kind
bro,
of-
it was like,
That's
all
the kind of
right,
pressure you want.
Hitmaker want to talk this
Right.
day. We had so much stuff lined up. We was
What's
just
the
tired
pause?
of
What's
talking.
Tired of talking.
We was tired
That's a
of
good
talking.
thing, though. That's for
So how important is it for you? I know when you get with a label and if you don't do the independent route and you take a deal, but your sound is so different, how important is it to you to keep control of your image and your authenticity as far as the music you make?
Big, like it's probably like the biggest part type shit. Like
That's
bigger than the
gonna
money.
You're not willing to-
if
you're not
you
willing
sign
to
a
be in
deal
facts.
with this
Like,
label or not with
Bigger
this
than the
label,
money. Really big, way bigger than the money.
So you're not
Yeah.
willing to be in the image. You like exactly who you are and
Facts,
what you're
'cause
making.
this ain't the end of it type shit.
Right.
Right.
It's just gonna keep evolving. So
Right.
I don't want you to
Put you in a box.
impede on the evolving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows where this could be?
What's
Man,
Mm.
impede on the involved. Man, that's what I'm gonna tell my next
I-
one. Don't try to
right.
impede on my evolvement.
I'm trying to add that in my vocabulary
I'm
this
growing,
week.
baby. Don't try to
Don't try to. I'm growing,
try to
baby. Don't
stop
try
my
to try to
growth.
impede
Don't
on
try
my
to stop my
involvement.
growth.
Right.
Don't
I'm about to use that.
Damn, that was a good
But in
one.
the thesaurus word, so don't stunt my growth. Mean don't impede my
Impede
involvement.
my
Right. I like that.
Because
I like that.
in so many words, I've outgrown you.
Yeah,
So,
I am
So
a
let's-
flower from the concrete.
right. So, Latrell, what would you say? Of course, because with Dallas, you know what come with Dallas and who you 9 times 10 got to tap in with.
Right.
If somebody's to come to you and say, "Well, Latrell don't have this," Latrell don't have a club song, Latrell don't have that, like, but you can, it's there because you got the labels tapping
Type
in
shit.
with you. So, what would like your response be to something like that?
It's just like it's different. It's different ways to get on for different niggas. Like
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
like I would say Post Malone. Like Post Malone don't really got a club song.
Club song,
Like,
right.
He just gets so hot that you got to play it in the
It
club.
gets
Right.
so hot. Like that's
Exactly.
the same way with radio shit. Like some
Yep.
shit that gets so hot that you don't got a choice to play it or you hate
Post
it.
songs
Yeah.
get played in
Yeah.
arenas, so
Yeah.
it's
Mm.
different.
Exactly. I got songs that
Yeah.
gonna get played
Yeah.
In arenas, yeah.
in all day.
Yeah.
While you drive.
Soundtracks for movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
soundtrack,
Yeah.
even
Shit that
video
I really
games.
like.
That's
Man.
big, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you can get on a video game, I
Exactly.
see now that's a big
And ain't
thing for
compromising
artists.
type shit. Like
Right.
Oh man, come
I've
on.
always been organic,
Come on.
authentic, and I want to see you win for sure. Because, like you said, the music can't be denied. It can't be, especially when I saw your creative process as an artist. I'm like, that's a different type of talent. Like, you know what I'm saying? And just being in the studio, just picking beats at the
It's
moment,
from the fucking
and
heavens.
no hook, no verse, and just going
It's
with
from the heavens.
I'm like, so you just gonna make the song now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like
normally
right
when I get a beat, I gotta sit down with my
gotta think
earphones.
about it, right.
Let me see what I'm. You know what I'm saying? And I'm moving around. He like, no, run it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a hell of an engineer to incorporate that session like that, because every engineer can't keep up. But
Right.
he's playing the cadence, then he go back and do the verse. The cadence, verse. I'm just like, nah, that's a different type of. It's just, it is,
different
you know.
artist,
And so when you have those type of artists, artists are normally overlooked. They're normally, hard to find, or they're not working with the right people. So you definitely connected with the right circle of people, the circle of influence, I feel like, to get you to where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? And I know you're going to know what to do with that moment. Because a lot of people that get fooled, I don't know what to do because they only got one or two.
it's a big thing.
You know what I'm saying? And you got those one or two songs they like, and then you get there and you're like, I don't know. I mean, well, I didn't write them. Or you didn't sing my writers with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so now it's like you really can't deliver. So to be able to go there and deliver and make better shit than what they even heard is crazy. You know, so that shit is just super dope. But with that, just to kind of wrap it up and tie it together, I know you had a huge relationship with Dolph.
Oh, for sure.
And you had a lot of moments with him. I know his death really like changed some things
Man.
for you. And I know Dolph was like in my opinion, the king of independent, of
Yeah.
doing his thing
He
and
set
like,
the standard.
yeah, like just doing his like real, real
him
ball
and Nip
shit
set that
that
standard.
everybody else want to
Oh,
be.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But him really like orchestrating it, doing his thing.
Oh.
What moment in Dolph, you and Dolph's relationship, did you that's like most memorable, or something that Dolph maybe told you that he never really shared or you never shared, that is something that you feel like people should know?
I thank God for the duration of life that we got to serve with Dolph. The people have been trying to take Dolph energy out of this world way before he actually did die, right? So, people, Young Thug going through a lot, like, and when I say that, like, I tie it in all together, but like, in this moment, you gotta realize that people never know all the real shit that goes on behind the scenes of this, man. Like, and so, my free Young Thug come from a moment where people don't know that, I ain't never heard nobody talk about this, but it is the absolute fact and truth, and I don't give a fuck who feels some type of way about it. Young Thug was the person that told Dolph to get the bulletproof car in Charlotte that saved his life in that moment. So that I got, before then, I wasn't connected to Dolph. So, Young Thug, thank you for telling Dolph
That's big.
to get that bulletproof car in Charlotte, North Carolina, where they tried to take his life in that moment.
Is that where the 100 shots come from?
100
shots,
shots.
huh?
So that moment came
From that song.
from that moment because Dolph was great at that.
Crazy. You talking about Dolph, and he literally right there.
Hey.
That album. Right
Man,
there
my
behind
nigga,
you.
I didn't even know.
I just happened to look.
But he's
that's
tattooed
crazy.
on me forever to where, you know, no matter what, he's with me. So
Right.
when I say that,
That's
like,
crazy.
it ain't no fuck Yo Gotti and all this kind of stuff because that ain't my world. I ain't in the streets of this shit. But,
Right.
like, I know the man that I met enough to know he was an avid fucking entrepreneur.
Right.
Like, to know he was involved with everything enough to say that this shit is bigger than just music, but the music is what we love and what we do. So
Right.
that's why I was able to translate. But like I said, Young Thug told Dolph about the situation that was on him enough to give Dolph enough preparation to get the bulletproof truck.
To be prepared, basically.
And a lot of people don't know that, and I ain't snitching or saying nothing evil because I ain't saying who did what. I don't know.
Right.
But I know that we got a chance to experience Dolph for a little bit longer because of what that happened. And for me, it's Free Young Thug all day for that moment. And that's one of his favorite artists, ironically, right? So
Which
when I,
one?
when I say that, bro, they
Thug is hard.
they give
Yeah,
my
he
man
do.
a hard time. But I'm telling you right now, you know, like Dolph security is his uncle. It was my security for the show of
super
the
sweet
state.
guy.
So the statewide in Mercy, I brought. You know, I was fortunate enough to have wise counsel behind me at all time. I ain't had no big tall gorilla looking ass nigga. I had a nigga that can talk a nigga off a ledge before he put that thing on his ass because it's like everything ain't gotta be tough. A lot of shit gotta be wise, man. And like I said, Young Thug, I appreciate you for giving me the opportunity to meet Dolph because if that would have been the moment that he would have faced his demise, I wouldn't have been able to tap into that. So yeah, it's Free Young Thug all the way, but Young Dolph, as a person, you know, he's on me forever through my tattoos and through, you know, the plaques he gave me and the relationship I have with everything over there. But you know, ultimately, man, it's unfortunate for all sides of people who are involved with this street shit that it's sad, man, because our culture is the best, bro. It's sad, bro. Like, you know, like I love Rollo for being transparent about how much he loved Dolph because I love him just as much. Like when Rollo talk, I feel him. You know, when he start crying in interviews, I feel him. Y'all don't understand that this shit is still prophets amongst us, bro. Nipsey Hussle was a prophet.
Yeah.
Dolph was a prophet. Like, you know, all these people that have passed away that made impacts in their communities were prophets, bro. Y'all gotta quit putting these labels on people to be traditional and all this sense of kumbaya and gospel this and Christian this. Man, we live in it. Jesus didn't have a Bible to read when he was going through his path. Man, we live in this, man.
Yeah.
The language can be cleaned up a little bit, probably. You know what I'm saying? But we live in the New Testament. The New Testament. We live in it, bro. So our stories are going to be put in position enough to make sure our kids are in a better position. And I thank Young Dolph for that, man. And it's sad to see that, you know, his sons and his daughters and his fiance at that moment, they got to fill that void. But, you know, like, it's too late.
Yeah.
Because his death spiraled a new ambition enough for people to understand that that's the blueprint. You can't take away the blueprint.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely. Did you have anything final?
Dolph was big, like as far as like you said, the independent side of it.
The independent, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
between I think, and I know it's a lot of other artists that were independent, but like to me, Dolph and Nipsey stood out the
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
as far as like independent.
They was selling shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
you know
gonna
what
say
I'm
that he
saying?
had
Like,
a
those are
real
like the
structure.
two biggest ones to me
Yeah.
that stood out. So when they lost their life like that, and the way in which they lost their lives,
Petty.
which was
People hate
senseless,
to
is
see.
like it's like you almost just hating. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the same 24 that they had, but you took the coward way
So
out.
that's my vent.
You know
I
what I'm
can't
saying?
stand
So,
hating
like,
ass
yeah.
niggas, bro.
That's the
And I can't
biggest thing.
stand people who try to get away with another person's greatness because you emotional or feel
You
some
can't
type of
find
way.
yours.
So my
Right.
vent is that, like, stop that, bro. Like, that is the most demonic thing in the world to me, for you to try to ruin a person's reputation because you lack the ability to be who they are. Be yourself. You know, like when people tell me, man, I'm just trying to be like you. Nigga, you right now. Be you.
Yeah.
Don't try to be like me, bro, because I ain't even asked for this life I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just walking it because I know that it's my destiny enough to do it. But I ain't asked for this shit, bro. I'd rather be at home playing Madden.
Playing chilling, right?
You feel me? I'd rather be at home
Me
playing.
never grow up.
I'm
I'd rather be at home playing Call of Duty.
I'm waiting for the next one.
Right.
Like that ass. If I got rich right now, bro, I'm on the couch playing Call of Duty, playing with my son, bro. I don't care about this shit, bro. I don't care about no celebrities. I don't care about this, that. I don't care about it. I care about the culture, and I care about people living their full, true selves. And in that space, it's like, I appreciate, you guys for giving us the opportunity to talk, but that only came from the relationship we have with you. But we love everybody a part of this part because, man, everybody's amazing in this, and I want to shout y'all out for allowing us to vent because this is therapy. This is what this is for me. I ain't never said none of the stuff I said to y'all tonight on no other platform.
We appreciate that.
But I appreciate the therapy moment in this because it's healing and it gets, if I die tomorrow, y'all got this story that y'all would have never got if it wasn't here, if we didn't do this. And I appreciate y'all, for real.
Yeah,
I always say everybody needs somebody to talk to.
Man.
So I'm glad that we could be that for you.
Man.
Especially with the name.
Without the
show,
propaganda, I
So,
fuck with y'all. Thank you.
For sure.
I seen a basketball player yesterday. What's his name? Kevin. I can't think of his name. He said, Anthony Davis. He was just saying that. He said, I didn't realize. They said, I didn't realize that the only form of therapy I've had was going to the barbershop.
Man.
Nah, for real.
And I was like, when I thought about it, I was like, that's crazy.
You can talk to your barber about any and everything.
The beauty salon.
The beauty salon, it used to be. It used to be. The
You
bitches got
can-
messy.
With your barber, because I go holler. I'm at my barber shop probably every week.
Yeah.
And so
It's the
literally,
one place you
and
feel like that you
he
can let your
literally
guards
asks me
down.
every week, what's going on with you? How you doing? Like, and I've been going to him since I was a teenager.
Yeah.
So he knows me. He's literally watching me grow up.
That's dope.
So your barber literally is your therapist, low key.
That's funny.
All
Black
for like
man's
30 minutes you
therapist.
sitting in that chair, he your therapist.
Shit, much as they
Whatever.
charging now, they better be a goddamn therapist.
Nah, for sure.
Shit,
for
must
sure.
have spent $60 for a haircut.
My barber ain't. He kept me at the right price.
Yeah, they started to get up, but
They taxing now.
well, this has been an amazing episode. I really definitely appreciate both of y'all for pulling up. We finally made it happen at the right time. And where can they find you? What is next for you as far as the music? Like, what should we be looking out for? Give us a little bit of that and where we can find you on Instagram and YouTube and all that.
Y'all should be looking for a project, a fucking beautiful one.
Okay.
Y'all can find me at Latrell Deshaun on everything.
Latrell Deshaun on
Latrell
everything.
Deshaun on everything.
Shamar, where can we find you? Where's the next big concert? What we
Right.
doing? When can
Where
I
we
quit
at?
my job? I don't even
Right,
have a
man.
job.
I'm gonna
I
let
don't even have
y'all
a
know.
job.
I wanted to quit
I'm
mine.
done with this rap shit. I'm joking.
Because why did I get the executive assistant job? But anyway, sidebar. Keep going. No, playing.
Because you ain't an assistant, you a boss. What the fuck?
Right,
You
no,
want to
thank
be
you.
my
When you
right
bring
hand,
that
or you want to be
concert,
the person that
man.
I'll check in with? I want to check in with you.
Oh, okay.
Nah,
Working
but
on
we gonna work on some shit. It don't get no less than what we done. So when I say that, we damn near arenas only for the next couple of situations, and we gonna make some music on. We gonna make some. So the shows for me be like opportunities to give my people opportunities, but it ain't for the anything other than say we coming for the big dogs, and y'all got to see us eventually, bro, because the relationships is real, the money gonna be there, everything is there enough to say we here, bro. We ain't getting bought out either.
Hey, well,
Period.
Ken Vin gonna be there. So
Can I
just let us know.
Can I gonna be
Man,
there?
Let us know.
listen,
We
Ken
pulling
Vin-
up.
Ken Vin gonna be at
We
everything
pulling up. Just let us know.
until they start making money. And
It
they
is.
too big for me because they gonna
We
be
ain't-
like,
we ain't
man,
gonna never be
we
too
we
big
make
for
it
you.
fit y'all in.
Yeah.
Like, nah, when y'all change up on me, then
We're not gonna ever
I'm
change. We're
big
not
on
change.
loyalty.
Yeah, we
so
are.
As far as with you giving us the opportunity for the
Yeah.
concert, whatever you reach out, I'm always gonna
We
say,
there.
hey, we gotta go do whatever Shamar got going. We
And
pulling up.
it ain't gonna be because I said so. It's because every moment requires y'all to be a part of the culture. Because y'all, the name of the branding of it, the logo, everything about what y'all are doing, I support it. Initially I wasn't gonna give y'all the gems that I gave
Yeah.
y'all, but it's like, man, I really do support what y'all doing, and I want to see it to the ultimate level because I know that y'all, on any level, will be true to yourselves. So just know that anything I can help with the follow through of this, man, y'all got me for real. No lie.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
In that case,
Hey.
can't send you home empty-handed.
Yes, you can.
Got you.
Which
That's
one's which?
Shamar.
What's these t-shirts?
And then the trail that was for you. So as always, of course, we appreciate y'all for pulling up.
Pull them out. Let's see them.
Hey,
Producer
I
always
appreciate
want to
it.
see
Yeah,
it.
Mr.
Yeah,
T-shirt.
y'all want to see it.
Don't do us.
You know, it's not a whole lot, but you know, it's some. Y'all
I'm
part of the game.
Jim, don't
Y'all
nobody
part of
come
the
up to
family.
me. Don't
Yeah.
nobody come up to
Y'all
me when I
good.
say this. Can I vent?
Yeah,
I
so
might
it's
say
no.
another
I hope
word.
y'all got a 3X for a big
Can I
nigga like
vent?
me.
Got you. We got you.
Oh,
See,
my
we
nigga.
got you.
Boy,
I got you. Got
You
you.
call me fat low key though.
No, not at all.
That's
Not
it.
at all.
We do-
I
we
asked
round it, we
everybody-
round
I was
it.
like, what size?
Typically, when I
wanna
tell
be
people I'm a
honest.
3X shirt, they be like,
Yeah.
"Nigga, get the fuck out of here. You don't look that big."
Hey,
No,
I
we
used-
agree with people. We say
No, we be like,
yes.
we get it.
Yeah.
Look, we get it.
Nigga, I'm a
And then
2X.
too, I used to wear 2,
I
3
get
X
3
back
for
in
the
the day when
shrinkage.
we was wearing tall tees.
For the shrinkage,
So
y'all.
I get it.
Well,
So
thank
I
y'all
get it.
so
Nah,
much.
man, I appreciate y'all for giving
I
me this.
appreciate y'all.
Make sure y'all put y'all shirts on. When y'all do take a picture, tag us, whatever.
I love my brown shirt.
Yes.
Nah, for sure, for sure.
I said tan nudes and whatever. I was like, shit,
I got
army.
different colors. I was like, this brown got to work.
Yeah. So thank y'all so much again. We appreciate it. It's been a wonderful interview. I thank
Amazing.
y'all for y'all transparency,
Man.
just being real
God is
with us.
good.
Thank you, Doug, for another amazing episode
Thank
and doing
you.
your research and due
Yeah,
diligence.
thank you.
Everything.
I can't do it without you.
Shout out to Al,
thank
always
you.
in the background, you know, being behind the
Signaling
scenes,
and all that
signaling.
extra.
We gonna have to go to you know what I'm saying? We have to go to sign language because he be telling us shit that we don't know.
Right,
what
we
the fuck
gotta
he's saying.
get something
We
like
can
on
be-
the
we gotta
wall
get-
so
listen.
you can type. or
Yeah.
something. Yeah,
Yeah,
nah,
we
for
get
sure.
the earpieces.
Get the
Like, shut the
earpiece.
fuck up, Brittany. So yeah, but thank y'all. Y'all stay tuned for the next episode. We looking forward to coming back, and we're gonna have a big episode for y'all coming up real soon with the 100th episode. So stay tuned.
Appreciate y'all.